Good morning, good morning. It's the Last Minute Laura show. Good morning, hello. Hi everybody, welcome back. My hair is a new color again because apparently I can't stop dyeing it. It's just who I am now, and that's okay. The color today is a mixture between candy pink and blood orange. I didn't read the container of the blood orange, so I was a little surprised by how red it came out. I just knew I had dye that I liked in my pile of dye. I have a bunch of bottles of dye that I just sort of rotate between, and I forgot there was a period where I was doing a lot of oranges and reds. So she's a little redder than I would have liked, but you know, you can see the pink through here. You can see this looks a lot more red, that looks a lot more pink. It's okay. It's going to wash out in a few weeks anyway, or a week, honestly, a couple of washes. So I'm not super concerned about it, but it is definitely a little redder than I intended. That's okay. Oh, thanks, Michelle. Well, good morning. Nice to see you. First things first, the plant that is beautifully displayed here, let me just show her to you. She lives outside during the summer months, and then she comes in the winter, and usually she looks beautiful for I don't know, September, October, November, and then December comes and she just sort of dies off. But she comes back in the spring and she loves being outside. This is my Oxalis triangularis, my burgundy one. Isn't she phenomenal? So healthy right now. I've decided I'm going to take some cuttings. I want to cut some of the biggest leaves off of this and put them into a cup of water where they will root. And then I'll have more of this plant, which I will enjoy in the wintertime. Morning. Wow, Red. Yeah, Alex has been calling me Red, and I've been cringing because Red is one of the nicknames my dad has for me. So hearing Alex say, hey, Red, makes me go ugh, it makes my skin crawl. It's something my dad calls me, not something Alex calls me. But I used to have red hair when I was young. When I was in my teenage years, I dyed my hair red for a couple of years. So he started calling me Red and then never stopped. And then when Alex did, I was like, oh no, that's a dad-only nickname. Alex can't call me Sweetheart either, because that's my dad. That's a dad-only. Some names are dad-only. Sorry, I'm trying to keep the bangs separate, but they want to be forward, but I don't want them to be forward today. All right, there we go. Morning, Louisa. Morning, Candace. Hit that like and subscribe, everybody. Yeah, definitely click the like button as you come in. It helps the channel, so I'd really appreciate if you could do that. It's a great way to support the channel for free. Good morning, Laura, and everyone in Pets and Plants. Good morning, Louisa. Nice to see you this morning. So before we do cuttings, I think we'll do cuttings when we're ready to put all the plant stuff away. But I don't want the birds to destroy it. Also, Candace, you will be very pleased. I ordered the balls, the Christmas balls in the large size. I got 10 of them, and these are going to be filled with dried flowers and pressed flowers, and we're going to do paper mache on some of them with dried flowers. We have a window open today because it's beautiful outside, so the air conditioner is off, and Rohan is sitting at the back window yowling, being like, I'd like to escape, please. Okay, so here are the flowers I picked this morning for us to press. A really good selection of colors and textures. Very pretty. We are going to put those on. Way to go, a new crafty thing. Yeah, honestly. I can't wait to tell you about my weekend. I had the most productive weekend. Alex was in Ottawa for the weekend, and I spent the whole day Saturday cleaning. And when I say cleaning, I mean I took, are you ready for this? Every single item out of my refrigerator. And then I took the shelves out of the refrigerator, and then I took the shelf protectors out of the refrigerator, the little door on the butter area of the refrigerator. I took everything out, including the shelves. It was just what you could stand inside. I didn't. That would have been a fun thing to try. Anyway, I cleaned the entire fridge. I took all of the shelves downstairs to our bathroom, and I washed them with dish soap and a sponge in our bathtub because the sink isn't big enough for the shelves from the fridge. Toby, get back here. Toby, who do you think you're talking to like that? Do you hear this guy? Anyway, I cleaned every single thing that goes in the fridge. Then I went through all of the items as I was putting them back in the fridge. I got rid of all of the expired things. I don't know how many yellow mustards I had in my fridge, but it was too many, more than I had ever thought, more than I would have guessed. I would have said, I don't know, what, 2 or 3 yellow mustards. It was like a handful of them. There were like many of them. So removed all of the expired produce, all of the expired sauces, everything. And then before I returned the items that were not expired back to the fridge, I wiped all of them down. So everything in my fridge is clean, and my fridge is so deep cleaned. It took way more time than I'm willing to admit, and it was honestly a good use of my time. I also finished the laundry. Well, I finished washing the laundry. I didn't put it away, but like I did a good job. I washed all of the dishes. I took everything out of our pantry and wiped down all the pantry shelves, put everything back in the pantry, removed everything that was expired. I removed everything from the kitchen that I could, like the floor, everything from the floor, like the kitchen table and the chairs and stuff. I washed the floor. I took the bird cage, this thing right here. I took the bird cage outside, not the bird cage, the jungle gym. Let me see if I can move this over. No, not that. This jungle gym, I took it outside. I hosed it down. I got dish soap and a scrubber brush, and I scrubbed the whole thing. I took the whole thing apart. I scrubbed the tree. I scrubbed all of their toys. I let them dry out in the sun all day on Saturday. And now they are all beautiful and clean and lovely, and everything looks good and beautiful. Then I swept, vacuumed, mopped all the floors in the house, except Alex's is a carpet, so I just vacuumed that area, but I mopped all the floors in the house. What else did I do? It feels like I did so much. Oh, I organized my space again. I bought some bins at the dollar store, and I just started organizing my shit based on bins, excuse my language. So I have like 1 bin of scissors, 1 bin of miscellaneous wires, 1 bin of bits and bobs, 1 bin of dog toys. Like I just put everything into bins. You know, I already use bins, but I've got more of them now. And I'm hoping that those are going to help me be a better and organized person. That's who I am. Good morning, Candy. Dumping garden pics. Sounds good. I will look at the garden pics after. Maybe my hair wants to be front bangs today. Maybe there's just nothing I can do about it, and I have to be a front bang girly. I'm sorry, my hair is bothering me, and it's probably because it's the brightest red you've ever seen, but it's also because the baby bangs are not baby banging today. They're just not feeling it, and therefore I'm not feeling it. And I don't care for it. And I just want to have cute hair. Is that so much to freaking ask? Bangs were a bad choice. Look at this. What is this? They're all the same length, but this area is pumping out and this area is going straight. That's why I've been doing the pulling them apart today. Sorry, Toby. Please hold. It's giving simple Jack. And I'm not about it. As it's gonna get, girlfriend. All right. Now let's open up some of the previously dried flowers from our dried flower excursions. I don't know why I chose this dress today. It is not a cross-legged. It's not a safe dress for cross-legged. Okay, so now let's double check that we've got the phone cam where we want it. We want it like right here. Oh, Jesus. Sorry about that. There we go. Right there. Also, I have this big, huge bowl of rocks right now that I don't remember what. Oh, I found this giant box of rocks that I thought I had dealt with, and I haven't, so I have to organize them. That's what's over there. Okay, I don't know how long it's been since we pressed these flowers, but it has to have been 2 weeks by now, right? Right, everybody? Confirmed, like 2 weeks. Let me just move this up here so that's not in the way of your visuals. And here we go. Oh, you're so beautiful. Please be fully, fully dry. You're not. You're totally not dry, are you? Are you? Oh my gosh. How is there an actively living insect that has just been living in this dead, dried flower for weeks? I'm so sorry, sir. Okay, this is a Lisianthus, and it dried really well. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that lovely? That's awesome. I wasn't sure how the Lisianthus would do. Okay, so how I'm going to sort this is things that I think need a little bit more time. I'm going to put them over here so that I can put them back in after. Because there's going to be some stuff that is fully, fully dry by now. Like all of this gorgeous, gorgeous Sweet Alyssum, which, by the way, I have more coming because I love Sweet Alyssum so much. Look how pretty. Look how cute it is when it dries. Beelzebub, are you being a little demon? That is not your basket. And those are not your flowers. Gary immediately hops away. Okay, here we go. So how am I going to do this? What am I doing here? Let's work it out before we start doing it, yeah? Okay, so I need a spot to put my flowers that are dry. How is this bin full? How is this bin not full? Okay, so we'll put some here to start. We've got this gorgeous Sweet Alyssum. Looking fantastic, totally dry, obviously. Sweet Alyssum dries so quickly and so perfectly. I used this last year for nail art. Right now my nails are absolutely fudged up, but there was a period where my nails were beautiful and I would do acrylic on them and gel polish, and I would put Sweet Alyssum into the nail. Are you dry? Oh my god, beautiful. Tiny little California poppy. Another Sweet Alyssum, another California poppy. Wow, that looks so cute. What a good choice. This is a blue salvia. I wasn't expecting much, but I didn't get much either. This California poppy did not do well. I think I'm gonna just get rid of things that are ugly. Sorry, California poppy, but you didn't do a good job, so you don't get to come along. Why am I storing it for years? You know what I mean? First of all, I shouldn't be storing them for years. I should be making them into stuff, but I have problems and I just haven't been doing that. I've just been storing them like a psycho. This is lovely. This is a miniature marigold. It doesn't really smell anymore. These feel dry. Yeah. Beautiful. I feel like you guys could probably go in again just because of how thick you are. These marigolds. Also, you didn't really press gorgeous. I'm sorry. You did, but you can go back in. You're dry and you're dry. So the lined paper worked pretty well. Oh, we pressed and dried some variety of insect here. Come on, will you focus? Will you focus on it? Nope, you guys don't get to know about it, but there is a dehydrated insect. Delicious. So much good gardening today. Oh, I love that for you. I did good gardening on the weekend also. Great feeling to get some good gardening done. I needed to thin out a bunch of stuff. We got 2 days where we had rain. It wasn't 2 full days of rain, but 2 days in a row where we had at least 30 minutes of rain on both occasions. So the garden currently is very happy. Also, I'm happy because the temperature finally went down a little bit. Alex is sad because the temperature went down enough that it kind of feels like fall today. Are you dry? Oh, you could use more time. All this stuff could use more time, this whole page. That's okay, you can go back in after. Anyway, it feels like fall today because it's like, I don't know, 18 degrees outside or something. You know, the heat wave, we had it and it was like 40 degrees. So it's a huge shift in heat right now. It's still warm during the day. It's just the morning is a little bit cool. Oh gosh, these California poppies are beautiful. Are you dried out already? No, you guys all could use more time. I think I'm going to put these all into the flower press though for their second time in the pressing. I think that's what I will do. And what is this? Something large. Is this the gladiolus? Oh, it had too much moisture in it. That sucks. I wished I could have gotten the pink to work, but it looks like it molded before it had a chance to dry because there was too much moisture in it. It's dry now, but there's also mold patches on it, you can see. So I won't be keeping this, and I won't be keeping the paper that comes with it because that paper probably has mold on it. And I don't need to be spreading that to all of my beautiful dried flowers. Okay, so now what we should do is we should set up the flower press because the dictionary is obviously not doing its most useful situation right now. What I might have to do is turn on my oven just to like the lowest setting and put this book in the oven for like a day so that it can completely dry back out because the pages hold moisture, and after a lot of times of pressing flowers the pages are definitely holding moisture, so I need to dry it back out. And last year I did it by leaving it in front of the vent, but that took like literally a month. And then a different time I did it with the encyclopedia. Is this the encyclopedia? No, this is the dictionary. With the encyclopedia I did it over my dehydrator, but I think I'll do it with this this time with the oven because I've my oven has like a really low just on setting. And I think that will work. Obviously, I'm not going to just leave a book in the oven and leave the house or anything, but having it on its lowest setting should dehydrate it completely. There's also a spider walking around, so if you have arachnophobia and you see it, I'm so sorry, but somewhere in this area, I just saw her a minute ago, but I don't have the heart to kill her. It's her fault. It's my fault she's in my house at all. She came with the cut flowers. I have a bunch of flowers we're about to press. Hey there, Heather. Happy Monday. I had to wait for my phone to charge to comment. Well, welcome back and good morning. It's 14 degrees here this morning. So nice to have the doors open. The weekend was unbearable. It is nice to have all the windows open. I will say I do love that about when it gets warm again, or when it gets cool again. Okay, so here I have a pretty little basket of flowers, lots of beautiful colors. I have a bunch of the Apricota Cosmos. Why are you only looking pink? There you go. Now you can see that gorgeous yellow streaking. Do you see it? How pretty it is. Oh, she's so beautiful. So I have a few of those that we are going to press. I picked these just before the stream started, so there is a chance we're gonna have to like shake them out to remove any little friends so we don't accidentally press any of them. Aren't these gorgeous? So pretty. 82 Fahrenheit here, so like 27. Ooh, that's a little bit warm for 9:30 in the morning, but that was us last week. We were having days where we were waking up to just unbearable heat. Okay, I have my flower press here. The little screws we don't need yet. And now the order of operations with the flower press is a piece of cardboard. Well, there's 2 pieces of cardboard on the first side. So 2 pieces of cardboard first, then a piece of cardstock, then a piece of tissue paper, then our flowers. I wish I had more tissue paper. I thought I did. I feel like one second. I might have more tissue paper. As soon as I said it, I was like, Laura, don't you though? Don't you have tissue paper? Here's some. Let's use tissue paper. Some. And I have some other cardstock. Also, outfit of the day, thrifted dress, $2.50. And or $2. It was either $2.50 or $2. I wouldn't have paid anything more than that for this. Okay, so I've got some more lined paper we could use. And I have some other used tissue paper. I really thought I had like new tissue paper somewhere. Oh, this is more. Oh, this is the original cardstock. Okay, well that's a good start. So then a piece of cardstock. I think I'm going to do the lined paper again because it looked like it worked pretty well. Well, that's great. Cardboard, cardboard, cardstock, lined paper. Good. And now, oh, I don't even need a lined paper because I'm redoing these sheets. Very pretty little sheets. I actually should do this way to conform. There. Then we can do another piece of lined paper. Then another piece of cardstock. Then another piece of cardboard. And then another piece of cardstock. It's like a whole thing. It's like a whole process. And then our other page that needs to be repressed. Oh my goodness, a whole lot of bugs died in the making of this one. Sorry guys. I guess the sweet peas had a lot of little mites on it because there's a lot of dead insects. I think I'm just gonna leave them because they are not bothering me and they're already dead and I don't want to deal with them right now. They can just get pressed again. That'd be a cool nail art, wouldn't it? That's not flat enough, so we'll add you. There. Coffee then nap candy. Coffee or nap? Coffee then nap, yeah. Love the color of it too, right? By the way, before this old brain has a brain fart and forgets, check Facebook for another craft you could do for a gift. Easy for mailing too. Coffee then nap. Sounds good, Candace. Thank you for that. For those of you who showed up late, look at this pressed Lysianthus. Isn't she pretty? She's like 95% dry. So I'm just going to put her in for one more week. Just for a little extra. Just for that extra little blast of dryness. Just in case. Just to make sure she's fully dry. There we go. Oops, gosh. Put you here. Another piece of lined paper. Another piece of cardstock. Another piece of cardboard. Another piece of cardstock. Okay. Now, you guys are almost dry. I don't want to leave you... Ew. Bird poop on this piece of tissue paper. Okay, different piece of tissue paper here. That is so lovely. I just love the pressed flowers. Me too. Wait till you see... Oh, hello. We've got a half a pansy on this sheet. Wait till you see the new ones we're adding. Ta-da! So I want to do a few... who's dryish? I guess Celosia's pretty dry. I'm going to do somebody who's kind of dry on this page with these things that are partially done. And then I'll just remove the leaves. There. Cute little Celosia. Also, I have this adorable Johnny Jump Up. I could only find one Johnny Jump Up and I found 2 pansies. So, not a lot going on in terms of the spring shade flowers right now, but that's okay. It is, after all, the end of summer. Let's see, I have to call and make an appointment with my primary care to get 2 refills. Good for you, getting the jobs done that you gotta get done. What do I have to get done today? I have a whole video to edit. I was supposed to do it on the weekend, but instead I did a whole bunch of like domestic duties and didn't do any of my job duties. That's just what happens sometimes for me. Okay, now the next page we will do fresh flowers that we have now. Get some more cardstock. One piece there, and then another piece of tissue. Okay, now I've got this hummingbird salvia. I made my stem a little too long, but I picked one that only has a couple blooms on it. I thought that would be more likely for them to stay stuck because these ones tend to, they come off in the drying process. You better get off the page ASAP there, little bug. Okay, and then I've got the wild verbena. I've got a couple stems of that. Oh, and another salvia. I'm gonna try and do a nice full page here. And we're gonna leave this one for at least 2 weeks. Deal? At least 2 weeks. Okay, that's all we need for that page. We can just do a blank easy page. Here we go. My friend says I'm hypermobile and likely have Ehlers-Danlos. I mean, there's a possibility that you have Ehlers-Danlos, but hypermobile is not the only thing, you know? I am also hypermobile. I don't think it's Ehlers-Danlos. I just think I'm hypermobile. That is one of the traits. Look at the other traits of it though, because it comes with a lot of other stuff that is like, that can be serious. So if you think you could, then seek out treatment and whatnot or diagnosis, but also know that hypermobility is just one of the things. And yeah, maybe if it's not causing you trouble, maybe don't overthink it. But if it is causing you trouble, you do you, boo. Okay, I have Picotee Cosmos that we're about to do also. What do you have? Lovely, just love pressed flowers. So beginning of September, Labor Day weekend. What about it? What about the beginning of September? Oh, sorry guys, I didn't mean to scare you. Okay, here's like I said, Picotee Cosmo. I'm just gonna put that face down like that. I've got the Apricota Cosmo. So pretty. Here's what they look like next to each other so you can see how much more apricota-ness there is. So pretty. At least I had fun in the garden, but does Celosia normally get big? So I must have sent you some of the seeds that I also used, Candy, because I'm growing a Celosia that took me until this past week to like confirm it's a Celosia because of the flower coming out of it. Because I was convinced, oh god, do you see the spider? I was convinced that it couldn't be a Celosia because it was getting so tall and so big. But now the flower head is starting, and those are from saved seeds that I saved from a public garden in Toronto growing celosia. I don't know why they're so big. When the flowers will be done drying. Oh, Labor Day weekend. Thank you, Candace. Thank you, thank you. Me not even following my own train of thought. Thanks. Okay, bruise easily, sleep poorly, my skin stretches in a way I thought was normal, but isn't. My fingers at rest, curve backwards. Well, I don't know. I'm not a doctor, as we know. I love how big they are. I'm so excited. I'm excited to see how the flowers look when they actually bloom, because mine just has like the tip of one celosia flower head. Like it's like not blooming. Okay, now this is our full spread. Oh my God, this is going to be, I really hope, I'm going to give this extra absorption so that it doesn't mold or anything. It can dry really nice and flat. That would make me very happy if it could dry really beautifully. So then I'm going to do a piece of printer paper. Then I'll do a piece of cardstock. Then I can do cardboard. Then cardstock. This is going to be so good. I really hope. I hope that one looks so good. I put it in the middle of the press so that hopefully it gets the most squish. Okay, I've got another Lisianthus here. These turned out really pretty when pressed, but last time I pressed it flat like this. So I'm wondering if I should press it like this. What do you think? These ones are the small ones. I figured if I tried something, I would rather do it with the littlest ones. Maybe we can curve this out. Ooh, maybe we could do a mix where I do, you know, the first petals flipped out like that. That's kind of cool. Like this, and then on its side. See if that presses looking like a rose. It could, who's to say? These ones are so thick. Look how pretty this one is. I have 3 colors of Lisianthus now. And my favorite one is the apricot colored one. I made Alex a really beautiful bouquet for when he came home, and I picked all the apricot ones because I thought they were the prettiest. Want to see the bouquet, by the way? It's actually my best bouquet this summer. At least I think it is. Okay, so this is the 3rd color that I'm growing. So these 2 colors are pink and pale pink, and then I also have an apricot one. See, pale pink, pink. But see from the side, don't they look like roses? Pretty. Okay, so we'll do one on this side, one on this side, because there will be a good amount of crush at the edges of the press. Then we could do some scabiosa here as well. I also have these really cute nasturtiums. I don't have a lot of hope for those nasturtiums, but they're cute. We'll try. What should I use elderberries for? Elderberry syrup. Elderberry syrup. Elderberry syrup. That's all I can think of. Just make elderberry syrup and then use it for a variety of fun activities. Elderberry ice cream. I cut my bangs this morning. It was a bad idea. Don't do that. Don't cut your bangs ever. Just don't cut your bangs. Let a professional cut your bangs. But I cut my bangs this morning and there's tiny little hairs on my face because I cut them dry. Dry cut my bangs the morning, 5 minutes before going live. Not even 5 minutes. I was already live and I got up while I was getting my coffee. It was not a good decision. Okay, now I need more cardboard. Anyway, if you notice my bangs are pinned back for a while, it's because I cut them too short. Okay, let's see. Start with hot, not boiling water with the berries in a jar overnight. No, I wouldn't bother. That feels like overkill. What I would say you could do is mix How many cups of berries do you have? It's a 1-to-1. It doesn't matter. Okay, so imagine you have 1 cup of elderberries. You get 1 cup of 2 cups of sugar, 1 cup of water. No, it's 1 cup of berries, 1 cup of sugar, half a cup of water. Words are hard. Okay, like half. Okay, you have half a cup of water or half a cup of berries. So then you need half a cup of sugar and 1/4 of a cup of water. You put the sugar and the water in a pot together, get the sugar to completely, fully dissolve and come up to a boil. Then turn it down low, sorry. Then add your berries, mix them in on like a lower heat until they're all mushed up, turned into one consistency. Then you could pass that through a strainer, and then you can jar it up, or there will be no sugar. Oh, okay. Sugar makes me pass out these days. Oh, okay. Well, then don't use that. Sugar makes me pass out. Okay, well, if you're not doing, then I would just say freeze them then. If you're not making like a preserve with them, because they probably are quite high in pectin since they're like a berry. But even though they're high in pectin, they would still need sugar to set, I would imagine. I don't think they have enough sugar in them to preserve themselves, and I don't think they're high enough in acid to I think they need assistance in preservation is my point. But if you want to just, maybe you could do alcohol. Do you have like a high proof alcohol? You could do an extraction of it. So you could do a high proof alcohol. I would say vodka because imagine, rum, elderberries and rum, disgusting. Get equal parts, but enough to cover what you've got. So however many elderberries you've got, you'll need more vodka than that. You could put the elderberries into a container that is glass, cover in high proof alcohol, and let it sit in a cool, dark place for, I don't know, a month. And every couple of days go in there, make sure that the alcohol hasn't started lowering in level below the berries, because then they will mold. I don't drink alcohol. No. It's not to drink. It's for a tincture. So if you only have half a thing of berries, that's not going to be enough to flavor alcohol for enjoyment. But it could be enough to make a tincture. So if you've got half a cup of berries, you do the high proof alcohol, and then it extracts all of the goodness from the berries. You don't drink the alcohol. You add 3 drops of it to your tea for immune support. So it's not for drinking. It's if you have cough syrup, there's alcohol in it. You know what I mean? Or if you have pretty much any tincture. When I was growing up, we used to do echinacea as a tincture, the most disgusting. And my parents, or my dad, it was my dad, was convinced, was sure, because that's what was the thing everyone said at the time, that echinacea helped prevent getting a cold. Although now there have been subsequent scientific studies done on the topic, and it is a placebo effect. Echinacea does not actually shorten the duration of a cold. It does not prevent cold symptoms. It does not enhance immune support. It's just something that people have always believed, and so people do it. Maybe the echinacea flower, if you make a tea from it, maybe it has immune support, but getting echinacea tincture from the pharmacy is not the same. But anyway, that's also an alcohol-based tincture. Here's that pansy I was telling you about. My pansies are almost done. They are done. They're just the plants are holding on for dear life. And I am supporting them in that. If you wanted to do it for alcohol to drink, though, you would need way more berries and way more alcohol. But anyway, those would be the things I would think. Could you do... Okay, another option, if you're just looking for a fun way to preserve it, you could put layers of berries, glass container, Then you put a layer of salt at the bottom, put a layer of berries, a layer of salt, layer of berries, layer of salt, and at the top a layer of salt until the berries have completely dehydrated. Then you can put that entire mix into a blender, coffee grinder, pulverizer, some mortar and pestle, whatever, grind it down, and then you'll have like pretty purple salt. You probably won't really get any of the elderberry flavor in it, but it'll be pretty. That's always fun. Who doesn't love pretty salt? I did that with nasturtiums one year. Just dried out nasturtiums in salt, pulverized it together, and then my salt was yellowy orange. Some fun idea. This is all Sweet Alyssum. This barely even needs to be pressed. It's asking to be pressed and dried. It's so good at being pressed and dried. It looks so beautiful. I don't think I need all of that. There's a lot of stem right now because we are in the season of Sweet Alyssum being finished. It won't finish. It'll have another big blast of flowers before fall, or before winter, throughout fall. So this weekend for me was actually, like I said to Alex, I'm having a girls' weekend. Like, I planned on like making a cocktail and being outside in the garden. I literally worked like a domestic 1950s housewife with freaking Mommy's Little Helper pills. I was so productive. I had music on. I was dancing. I was chatting with the birds. I was going outside, enjoying my garden, coming inside, cleaning, going outside, enjoying my garden, coming inside, cleaning. I was just like such a good, organized lady. I was very proud of myself this weekend. I did a really, really, really good job. Alex came home and was like, "It's amazing." Well, he wasn't, but that's because none of the things that I did you could actually tell, because they were all inside of other things. Like, I cleaned out all of our cupboards and I put away all of our shoes, and everything was inside of other things, which means you can't actually tell that I did a lot of work, but I know in my heart that I did. So I feel proud of it. I wish you could see how much work I did. My fridge has literally never been so clean since we moved in. It's the same. It's like we could move now. I think that's something that I'm doing subconsciously that now it is conscious because I'm saying it out loud, so I have to admit it. I think that my brain is preparing for us to get ready to move. We don't have a new place to go to. We don't have plans to move. We don't have a goal set for a timeline to move. But I think my heart is starting to get ready to move. And because of that, I think that's why I'm doing these big cleaning jobs. It's like I'm doing things where I've been asking myself as I'm cleaning, if we moved this weekend, how much of this stuff would get thrown out or donated? And if it's going to get thrown out or donated, and then I do the question, okay, if we were going to move next month, would this be thrown out or donated? And there's quite a few things that would be thrown out or donated. So I've been just throwing out the things that I would be throwing out if we were to move. And I've been adding to a box that is my donate pile box. And basically decluttering, because I told you I did the bathroom, right? I told you I like deep cleaned my bathroom. Well, I did. I deep cleaned it like a crazy, crazy deep clean. I think also something that helped me is me admitting to you guys that my house is trashed. Saying that I wanted to get a maid to come in or a cleaning person to come into my home to try and like help me get everything back in to like move in cleanliness order. I think admitting that helped me because it gave me this like burst of energy to do those jobs. And over the weekend, that's what I did. Like I've been saying, like, I just need someone to, like, come in and, like, clean my fridge out. Like, that's the jobs that I seem to be falling behind on. Just, like, you know, dust my baseboards and wash all the mirrors. I did all that on the weekend. I washed the floor. And I said to Alex, like, I washed the floor 3 separate times when he was gone. Because I washed the floor twice on Saturday and then once on Sunday. And when I wash the floor, it's not just one go over. Each wash counts as 3 go overs because I do 1 hot water, Lysol, and dish soap. That's 1 go over with the mop. And then the second one is just diluted Lysol with hot water. And then the third one is just hot water. So that means I washed the floor 9 times this weekend. That was definitely overkill, but at the same time, my floor has never been cleaner. So you could walk in this house with white socks right now. And then I washed all of the mats for everything. Like we have like a mat in the kitchen, we have a mat in the bathroom, we have a mat in the laundry room, we have a rug in the bedroom. I just like washed all of that stuff so that like all of the like everything that's high traffic has now been cleaned is my point. Can you scooch down, please? Cool. All the high traffic areas of my home are now clean, so I'm very excited about it. That does sound like fun. I'll do that with the next harvest and probably try it with other edible things. Yeah, the salt, it is fun. What else have I done it with? Oh, I did it with egg yolks when we had 1,000 eggs all the time. When we had chickens and you just need to find ways to use up lots of egg yolks. Yolk. Okay. You know, interestingly, marigold kind of has a similar smell to cannabis. I just got a whiff, and I know that that's the only thing that's in here that has any odor to it is the marigolds. And there's kind of it's like cannabis adjacent smell. Okay, I'm going to take this and I'm gonna squat on the floor here and put my knees on top of it and weigh it down. And you guys can just sit there for a second and watch. Ta-da! There we go. Pressed and ready to sit until Labor Day. I'm gonna be right back. I have to go pee. So you guys just watch my pets for me and I'll be right back. Seriously, no bird crimes or photo bombs? Are they still locked in the cage? They're not still locked in the cage. They're free to roam. Okay, let me just move this out of the way. I need to get a glass container for our cuttings to root in. Actually, this should work. There's our glass. We need little sharp scissors. Oh, those aren't sharp. Oh, that's better than nothing. All right, so we are going to do some cuttings off of my Oxalis triangularis. Sorry, one more thing. I need water for the rocks. So we're going to look at some rocks. Birds, don't touch this yarn, okay? Thank you. I just spilled water all over the floor because the container I filled up with water broke. Surprise, surprise. Chaos. Chaos surrounds me. Okay, don't break again, alright? Just the one break. Thank you. Stupid. Alright. Here we go. That was a little more dramatic than it was supposed to be. I spilled water on myself because I broke the container. Hello. Sorry I left. I'm back now. Excuse me for my just general nature. Jesus. All right, I'm back. Let's try again. Let's make some cuttings here. This is my Oxalis triangularis. Hold on. Let me maybe like this. Does that work? My Oxalis triangularis, the burgundy variety. I've got a little vase of water here. And I'm going to just go for the nicest looking leaves that have the longest, straightest stems. Then I'm going to take a cutting and just plop them in my little vase like that. And these will grow roots. After they grow roots, I'll put them into a pot, and then the roots will turn into a little tuber. And then I will never run out of this Oxalis, which is good because it's my favorite one. I actually sent corms all the way across the world to Louisa this past spring. Corms are how these guys spread. They don't make, well, they do make seeds, but not often, and not when they're an indoor house plant because there's no pollinator. But they spread by corms, and I sent some of those corms. They're kind of like a small bulb. I'm just going to cut the flowers off because I don't care about the flowers, and they are a waste of energy. They usually sell these plants in the spring where I live. Excuse that rumbly loud noise. There's children who live upstairs and it's summer vacation, so they be wilding out all the time. Anyway, they sell these usually around St. Patrick's Day, Easter, that sort of time frame. But they are something that will just continuously grow more leaves and make flowers. So people throw them out because they stop watering them, and then they all die back. And people think, oh, the plant is dead, get rid of it. But it's like a tulip. All you got to do is like add water and it's going to come back to life. Hello. Sorry, I'm just cutting all the flowers off while I'm here because I don't care for them. And I just want leaves. I just want lots and lots of beautiful leaves. When you're living outside, you can make little flowers for fun. Oh my goodness, children. What in the world? Julia, my sister, and Alistair, my nephew, came over on the weekend. Alistair's almost 3. And I was just taking a break, and my sister called me and said, hey, can we come by? And I said, yeah, you can. I just cleaned my whole freaking house. It's like literally the only time it's ever ready to have guests in it right now. So they came over. We spent an hour hanging out in the backyard. And that was it. It was just a short little fun visit, but it was so nice to just have someone come over. I do not have people come over. It's just not something that I do. I'm very much I'll come to you. You don't need to come to my place. My place is like for me. It's like my private sanctuary. But it was clean. So I felt less that way. And when my sister came over, she did exactly what I feel seen by her doing. She walked around my whole house, looked in every single shelf, touched every single thing. Like she literally was just walking through my shelves, like fiddling through my stuff and like looking at every single thing in my shelf. And like, that's what I do here. So obviously that made me feel like lovely because she was like looking at all my stuff, and I collect stuff and I collect stuff that I like. So it feels nice to have someone like go, ooh, ah, at all my junk, as it were. So that was a lot of fun for me. And I realized it's so funny because like the idea of snooping around someone's house, that's not what it felt like at all. And like when I was describing it to Alex, I was like, he was like, that's like not necessarily something everyone would be into. And I'm like, but it's exactly what I needed. Treat my home like a museum, because that's how I display my things, is that it is a giant weird museum. How much would corms cost to send to Louisiana? I have no idea. I don't know. Probably, how much is it to send to the States? It's like, I don't know. I could probably get it in an envelope for like $4 or $6. It just has to be in an envelope that can support the corms, that have a little protection, you know? Okay, hold on. Louisiana. All right, hold on a sec here. What is happening over there? What are you doing? You better not be bothering Rohan. I'm cutting a lot of the stems because she's going to be just fine putting out new ones. I'll put her back outside later. The stems can live indoors to grow roots. That way they'll be accustomed to the indoor climate by the time winter comes. And it's time to pot them up. Cool. And I love my oxalis. Oh, I'm glad. Because we have the tiny wild green version of what you guys are growing, and I might take some of them about being disappointing. I might talk to some of them about being disappointing. The tiny green version. Well, that's just clovers, isn't it? I shouldn't be mean to my plants. No, you should only be nice to them because they're nice to you. Think of all the joy they bring. Do we have wild oxalis here? I mean, yeah, we have clover, but this is like a different sort of thing. I don't know if we have a wild version of this here. Where is this even from? Is this, imagine, this is just from here. I'm growing a weed. No, it's not. All right, that's a good number of stems, I think. And now you are all aired out, so you can let all your little baby leaves come up and grow more. Oh, look how sad she is now. I'm so sorry, honey. Now I can go around and cut off all of the yucky looking leaves. Pull out any actual weeds. There we go. Give our little baby the best chances. Oh, don't want to pull out that whole corm. Put you back in. Sorry about that, honey. There you go. It's a proper oxalis because it grows in the same way and the leaf setup is the same. Clovers here are much rounder. Oh. No, Oxalis triangularis is not native to Ontario. It's South American and has been introduced to other parts of the world, including parts of North America. Okay. Thank you, South America, for your beautiful clovers that have become part of our St. Patrick's Day capitalism. Also, she's going to be just fine with the fact that I cut it. She won't mind. I'm sure of it. All these little baby leaves that are tiny will now have the opportunity to grow big because they have access to the sun. So, thank you for your sacrifice. My beautiful, beautiful plant. Just pull out any of these things that are not serving you any longer. I'm just pulling out the stems that we cut because they pull out right from the ground. That way there won't be anything rotting. Oh, I also wanted to look something up with you guys today. I have these millipedes in my garden and I don't know if they're a pest or not. I collected a whole bowl full and then I had this like moment of absolute guilt where I was like, what if this animal is not even a pest and I've just collected all of these to kill them and they're not a pest? So instead of killing them, I released them into our alley. We have like a backyard that backs onto an alley. Here's a corm, by the way. I accidentally pulled this one all the way out. That's what the corm looks like. I looked for a green oxalis yesterday. I want to do a mixed pot. I have a mixed pot, I have a green pot, and I have a purple pot. Those are my 3 oxalis pots. The other 2 are living outside still. This is going back outside today, after I kind of decide what she needs to have removed. Millipedes are Candace, you're so silly. Millipedes are generally considered beneficial for gardens and environment due to their role as decomposers, but they can also be a nuisance and sometimes damage plants. Okay, so they don't tend to eat living plant matter, so they're not actually a problem because there's a lot of them. Mr. Google Pants getting a good workout. I thought that's what we were going to figure out today, but there's like a lot. There's like a lot of these millipedes. I don't know what's it about. I don't know why there are so many of them, but there's like, it feels like there's too many. They break down organic matter. I'm just pulling out some of the leaves that feel like they don't need to be here. It means your soil is healthy. It's actually because I'm a really good gardener that I have so many millipedes. There's so many, guys. Like, I'm talking, I filled like a little bowl. Like, the bowl that I go around my backyard to collect pests before disposing of those pests. I filled the bowl and then had a moment of clarity of like, I don't actually know if this is a pest. It's just there's a lot of them. So I didn't kill them. Well, I feel good that I didn't kill them. I made the active choice to go release them into my alleyway. Let me see. It means your soil is healthy. They break down organic matter, enriching soil, releasing nutrients, but can also become a pest if their numbers are high. Well, what's high? Because, like, I collected too many. I collected, like, enough that I felt like that's just too many millipedes. I noticed them. That's how many there are, that I see them in the garden. And I go, like, why are you here? Usually, like, other insects, they hide. They stay hidden from me intentionally. They stay out of my way. There's too many millipedes. Okay, I think I've gotten rid of all of the damaged leaves, and I've gotten rid of the best leaves. So now that's all that's left are tiny leaves and average looking leaves. This will go outside again today, and she will replace all of the leaves that I cut off. I cut off this many so that we could get some new plants going, because each one of these stems, probably 9 out of 10 of every 10 of these stems is going to root, and then the other one will rot. Most of these should survive, though. They're pretty successful and resilient. All right, so now we just have a little bit of garbage. I'm not going to keep every single cutting because I don't need to. I have a big enough plant. Okay, now let's look at some rocks. What I'll do is I'll just do this. No problem, right? No prob, Bob. Also over there, that shelf, see my bins? Hold on, let me move my microphone. See my bins? Sorry, just hold on a sec here. I'm gonna get here. I'll get it. I'm gonna show them to you. Do you see all my bins? Aren't they beautiful? See all my bins? See how organized all my craft stuff is? Look, it's dog stuff. Hold on. It's dog stuff, dog healthy stuff like brushes and toothbrushes and stuff, dog shampoo and supplements, rock tumbling equipment, random tools, flower pressing, scissors, miscellaneous tools, wires I use regularly, an empty bin at the end. That's for if Alex finds anything that he doesn't think should go where it is. And then there's my whole makeup area. And then here's me from this angle. Hi. And then, hold on, back here. Look how clean this is. Do you see how clean this is? It's because I scrubbed it all. Okay, thank you. Now we can go back to the rocks. Sorry. Let me move this a little out of the way. So I was cleaning, and in my cleaning process, I found a bin underneath one of my shelves, and the bin was full of rocks, and they were the rocks that I took to my sister's school for teaching her kids about rocks. And I thought we could go through some of them because I just glanced and I was like, oh, my rocks are beautiful. So I have random seashells and rocks as well. Sorry, let me just adjust this microwave. Very good. Obviously, they're heavy, Laura. Oh my God, there is a spider just living her life on the edge. You had a plant. You were on a plant. Why you gotta be so freaky? You see her? Here. Get on the plant. Nope, don't crawl on me. Did you crawl on me or did you crawl on the plant? You crawled on the plant. Good job. Rocks are my love language. Well, baby girl, call me. Wow, that didn't work. Hold on. There we go. Baby girl, call me Cupid. Because I have a bunch of rocks to show you. I'm just going to use this pee pad to absorb the water that I just spilled all over my desk. Because I can't stop myself. Call 1-900-LAURA. Because you are about to see some significantly kick-ass rocks. Great. Big. Rock. Okay. I have a bowl of water to dip the rocks in to show you how pretty they are. because they're so pretty, but you also need to like see them when they're wet, because sometimes you see a rock and you're like, okay, that's a pretty cool rock. But then you see the rock when it's wet and you're like, oh, that's way cooler. Okay, so I need to find a way to get that camera way closer, because I feel like you're just not getting nearly enough access to like the truth. And these rocks are the truth. Please hold while I just sort myself out here. Hi. I want you to be on my desk here with me. Oh my God, what's crawling on me? How did you get over here? I don't want to be crawled on by a spider. Like, I'm not afraid of you per se. I just don't really prefer to be crawled on. It's like not the vibe here. See? This is what was crawling on me. Sorry, arachnophobes. Okay, stay on the plant, or else if you bother me again, I'll bring you outside. She's like, that's literally what I want. Okay. Okay, here we go. Please hold. I'm just gonna do what I'm doing. You guys just breathe. We're all gonna get where we need to be. No panic. Okay, I think that's probably good, because then I can hold up the rock. So I have my little bowl of water here. You don't need to look at my wires. How embarrassing. And then I've got my big bowl right here. Okay. Now I can really show ya. Really show you what we're looking at. Look at this. Ooh, this is jasper and quartz. Isn't she pretty? Jasper's my best friend. If I had ever had a baby and it was a boy, his name would either be Arthur or Jasper. Here is a huge piece of unakite. You're looking at it and you're going, okay, that's just, hold on. That's just a rock, Laura. It's not that exciting. Sorry, I'm just gonna, hold on. What am I trying to do? Over here. Over here. There. Okay, not that exciting. Just kidding. It actually is that exciting. You just have to dip it in water. I haven't polished these yet. That's why. That's why you can't see. Isn't this pretty? Unakite. That beautiful epidote. That's the green. Hold on. The green is epidote. And the red is granite. So pretty. I've got some that are already polished or shiny, like finished in their own way. Let me just grab those. They're so beautiful. Oh, I love rocks. Rocks are super cool. This one, the coolest one that you can see, I found this at the beach. And then I tumbled it for, I don't know, a couple weeks. And then I sliced it on my tile saw. And then I polished the slices. I've never found a rock like this ever again. And it's blue. It's straight up blue. And I found it in Hamilton, Ontario. What's that doing in Hamilton, Ontario? Oh my God, love. I know, right? And then this one is another jasper. Gorgeous. Jasper and quartz. This one has an open, hold on, an open vein in it with glittering quartz. Do you see it? Why is this so hard for me? There we go. Isn't she pretty? I need a blue one. Aren't they the prettiest? It would make a great worry pocket rock. Yes, it definitely would. Here's another polished piece of jasper. This is jasper that I found, cut on my saw, and then polished. And this one has quartz growing through it also. Isn't she so pretty? Gosh, I love jasper. My maternal grandfather's middle name was Jasper. I love the name Jasper. Such a good name. Okay, this one's pretty cool too. I feel like I can't understand where my hand is being looked at. Like, could you flip it over? Like, what's happening? Why are you so confusing? Why is everything so confusing? Okay, so this one has like moonstones all through it, and the moonstones all glow in different directions. I'm gonna try and find the right way to get the light to hit this big chunk. The light has to hit it right, or else it doesn't moonstone. It doesn't do the right glow thing. Let me see if I can find. Oh, there. Oh, hold on. Come on. Why can't I keep my hand in frame? Do you see the flash? Did it flash? Oh, right here's a flash. Ready? There's one right there. Hold on. You see one right there? It's like I don't know how to catch it, but when you do catch it, it feels magical. Also, why can't I keep my hand in frame? It's like upside down and it's confusing me. Oh, there's a flash. Do you see that? See if I can get it on this. Oh, there, right there. Do you see that? Watch. Okay, keep your eyes peeled. There. There. See it? I promise there is flash. There's a ton of it. And it's beautiful. You're welcome. As I just stare blankly at the screen trying to figure out where it is. This one is a really pretty slice. Why are you not here? This is a really pretty slice that I sliced on my rock saw and then polished because she's beautiful. Beautiful piece of rose quartz. Bless you. Bless you. And then this is like a purple piece of amethyst, but it's not really purple. It's like, it is. It's amethyst. I know it looks not purple, but it is purple. It's just not doing it properly. It's like purple in feelings. It doesn't really look, it is. In real life, it's purple. I don't know why it doesn't show very purple, but I promise, promise it's purple, not gray. I have this really beautiful, this is a jasper with flecks of garnet inside of it in the quartz. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? What is jasper doing with garnet inside? What do you need garnet in there for? I love her. Ignore my mangy fingernails right now, okay? There's the garnet. Hold on. There it is. So cool. Next, just a really pretty smooth rock that has cracks in it, but is super smooth. It looks like there's cracks in it. It looks like there's a lot of cracks in it, but it's perfectly smooth. Isn't it pretty? I'm obsessed. I love my rocks. I don't know if you've figured that out yet. Also, there's a cat who's thinking about jumping here. You can barely see him. The camera's in the way. Rohan, it's just not a good idea. Okay, and then I have, oh God. I have water here, dude. No, no, no. Go away. I love that one. It like bubbles stuck in time. You right? Okay, I have another unakite. Another really pretty unakite. Looks like nothing when it's dry. It just means it needs to be polished. That's all that means. Look what it looks like wet. Look at the dark, beautiful... Oh, look at that dark green at the bottom. So pretty. Love, love, love Unakite. This is another kind of Unakite, but it's only just getting started, I think. Where's the green? I don't even see the green. It's not jasper though. Another gorgeous Unakite. Let me just get a little handful of Unakite to show you so you can be like, wow, it comes in so many gorgeous, gorgeous colors. And I'll be like, I know. That's why I'm showing them to you. Look at that. Look at this. It's all Unakite. All different kinds of Unakite. Gorgeous. I'm obsessed. This is one of the geodes that was sent to me by one of you guys. Aren't they so pretty? Well, this is not a geode. This is just quartz, but I mean, it was sent with geodes. This is an egg I got at the thrift store. An agate egg. And I love her. And who else? Oh, this is another jasper. Another jasper. And another jasper. All cut by me and polished. This one's one of my favorite ones in the whole world. So she's gonna stay out on display because I love her. These two are pretty, but they don't need to stay out. Oh, here's a gorgeous one. This one's blue. Some of these are like destined to be jewelry. They just haven't made it to that location yet. This one's blue and orange. Are you a wrapper? A wrapper of what? What do I wrap? Do I wrap the rocks? No, I don't wrap the rocks, if that's what you mean. That would be nice sliced up. That's what I think so too, Candace. I just haven't taken it out this year. This one is, I'm not 100% sure, but I really like the way the rock looks. Isn't that pretty? Oh, a wire wrap. Okay. Wire wrapping your polished pieces. No, I haven't done that. I've just put them on display like underneath glass in my room. Here's a really pretty one. Red. And I've sent some to Frida in Sweden if she wanted to make jewelry with them. And what else have I done with them? No, I haven't made them into wire wrapped jewelry. Here's one that's really pretty. It's just like this white stone, but it has quartz growing in between it. Pretty. I love them. This is one of the older pieces that I've got. I didn't even have to polish this. This was polished the way it looks, just by the lake. I'm hearing little munching noises. There's birds doing crimes somewhere nearby. Oh, this is one of my favorites. I call this one a meteorite. It's not. It's really pretty though. This is amethyst in a rock matrix. Isn't that beautiful? Look at this. I call this one either a meteorite or my dinosaur egg. Doesn't that look like a dinosaur egg? But it's amethyst inside of some other rock. Isn't that so pretty? Love her. I also have one that has like a lot of garnet somewhere in here. Rocks have a smell. How odd. Lots of fossils in here. Like this. Fossil. Oops, sorry. Where did the big one go? Is that the big one? Fossil, fossil. A bunch of other fossils. Another fossil. That earthy smell after a rain. Yeah, totally. I bought a wire wrapping kit, but I haven't done it yet. Well, here's your motivation. Go to the beach. find some rocks, wrap them in wire. Here's garnet in a matrix. It looks the same as the sapphire, but it's actually garnet. One of the ways you can tell is by the shape of those little rocks. They're all like hexagons. See if I can get a better focus on this camera. Ignore the little dog hair on my hand. Okay. See them? Aren't they pretty? Unfortunately, they're not large enough to like chisel out to like make jewelry with. That's all right. Some of these rocks are just super freaking pretty. How about you? Do you have flash? I know you do. Finding the flash in a rock is like a mental health problem. Trying to find it can be so frustrating. It causes mental illness, I think. I know there is a flash because that's why I took it home. It's not findable. There's only so much you can do. Okay, I think that's it for my interesting, beautiful, gorgeous rocks that I have. I think the rest of these are like gray because they are fossils. I still think they're beautiful and I still love them, but I wouldn't consider them that interesting by comparison to the other ones I've shown you already. I think that's it. Let me show you one more gorgeous jasper and then we can crochet. Ta-da! Gosh, obsessed. Yellow jasper is amazing. Look at how pretty it is. So I don't know what I'm going to do with all of these yet, but these are my more special rocks. So I won't be putting these ones outside for Alistair to dig through. At least not most of them. I think I could probably sort some of them out though. Ugh. Cool. So what I'll do is I'll sort the ones that actually definitely will not be going outside as playthings for my nephew, because some of them are like part of my collection as a crazy person. Okay. There's not that many of them that are like, you know, super important to me or anything. There's just a bunch, not a lot. And they're all the round polished ones. Like these can go outside because the chances of him picking it are like 1 in 1,000 if there's 1,000 rocks. Keep the blue one. I'm keeping all of the ones that I love and care about. Any of them that I have emotional or sentimental value for, I'm keeping them because I don't need to get rid of things. I'm not in a place where I have to, so I won't. I'll only get rid of the things that neither that don't bring me joy anymore or that are easily replaceable. Laura, those are rocks. They're all easily replaceable. Wrong. They're all one of a kind. Or some of them are one of a kind. While I do love Unitite, it is easy to replace. If you want, I will take it. Then I have a nice piece of metal, like slag, rose quartz, jasper, jasper and quartz, jasper, jasper, and then of course all of the ones that we managed to smooth down and polish, polished, 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 polished. See, like this, I can part with it. I don't see it having any, it has tiny garnet in it, but like nothing to write home about. This I will not get rid of because this is my heart-shaped. I have 2 of them. I've already tossed the other one in here somewhere. Here, see? My little heart-shaped rocks. That one's fun. That's a piece of coral. Polished, 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 polished. Fossil that I really like. Unakite. That's an eraser. Random green. Polished, polished. Actually, you're not that polished. Oop. Green, pretty. Green, but not that pretty. Green, but not that pretty. Oops. Unakite. Look at me go. I'm actually doing so well with this Marie Kondo method. Do you spark joy? If the answer is no, you get to go outside and be displayed in the outside rock pile that Alistair is allowed to choose 1 rock from every time he comes to visit. You stop. Why are there insects coming in? Polished. Not polished. 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 I love rocks. Rocks are so cool. Rocks are the best. Are you purple? Spilled water on my floor. Yes, you are purple, in fact. I need to not add any more rocks to this. I actually need to take rocks out of it because it's gonna start leaking water, which is like not cute. Flat rock, keep. Coral, keep. So even with my really good, very strong sorting skills, I still do have quite a large bowl of rocks that are going to be kept, which is fine. And then the rest, Alistair will be so happy to see in his magical pile outside. The pile keeps growing, Auntie Laura. I know it does. It keeps growing because I keep adding rocks to it. You have a lot of rocks in your house, Auntie Laura. Yes. Why? Because I like rocks, Alistair. I like rocks. I don't have a lot of rocks in my house. He reads. He has a lot of, he does a lot of reads, you know? That little child, he's like, he's just talking and then he says something and you're like, you watch your mouth when you're talking to me. And he says the darndest things. Okay, I think that's it. I think these guys can all go to live outside now. That's full. Let's take out the big rocks so I can pour the little rocks into the water. Please don't overfill. Thank you. All right, now I'm gonna be right back because I'm gonna just go right now and I'm gonna pour these rocks into my backyard and Alistair can, not this, this is a shell, Laura. Alistair can enjoy them. I'm just going to load up my pockets with the big ones since my dress is already wet from our first mishap. And I'll be back in just a moment. Talk amongst yourselves, everyone. Hopefully the animals will not do any animal crimes. And I'll just Okie dokie, I have returneth. All right, so I do have one more thing that I want to talk about before we get into the crochet, and that is this flower that I actually picked up from a garden. I was driving with Alex. We were driving home yesterday, and I saw this garden out beside a church, and I made Alex pull over so I could go take pictures of the garden. And then I decided I'm also going to save seeds from this garden. So there was a dead old bloom. I deadheaded it, but I wanted you to see how pretty all of the flowers from this garden are. Oh, right. I also have to go through your gardens, but I took a bunch of pictures of these beautiful zinnias, and I just want you to see them. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I also took really good photos of the bouquet that I made for Alex, so you can see it. Okay. Are you ready for this? Because I don't think you are. Okay. So, hold the phone. Let me just get the organization the way I like it. Okay, you like this. There. Okay, so what I wanted to show you is this zinnia that I'm showing you in right now is actually this plant. So it looks like to me it's the Queenie Lime blush. The older the flower, the more petals it had. They obviously are not deadheading or anything. This is just like being let go. But look at how pretty this zinnia is. It's like the palest cream. It's not white. It's like cream. And then the inner petals are like pink. Are you seeing this? So here's what it looks like when it's young. Really creamy. The older ones have more pink, but they also have green. I'm wondering if they're the Queenie Lime blush. I've never seen this. And then another zinnia that they had, I didn't get seeds for these yet because they're not old enough. There's no like dead heads of these, but there's this one which is a pale pink, this one which is a brighter pink, but it had a really pretty transition from like green to pink, and then this one I'm very excited to get seeds for. This one, it might be the same thing as this, but this one's way pinker. That is subtle. It's so pretty. Lots of pink undertones. Isn't it gorgeous? Like, look at that. What? She's perfect. So I'm going to go back to this garden. I introduced myself, but the people don't speak English, so they just sort of waved me away. And I said, I'm just looking at the garden. Can I take seeds? And they just went like, sure. So I'll go back again later. You can see there was one dead head here that I didn't notice until after. But look at the color of this. It's so pretty. It's so soft. It's like very obviously not white when you're driving by it. Like, this is what the bright color section looks like. That's like normal zinnias. Hold on, but I took a picture of some of the other colors, I think. Oh, I didn't take I was feeling awkward also. There was this one too that was really pretty. Like a buttery yellow. I'm not a fan of yellow, but like as far as yellow goes, it was pretty. They all aged really cool with this like curly petal. So lovely. The size was beautiful. This one was so pretty too. There were no old ones on this one though. Oh gosh, she's so pretty. The whole garden was so pretty. It was almost all zinnias, like the whole garden. This one was also pretty. There weren't any old ones of this yet, but it's orange in the middle. Like it goes almost orange, or it's not orange though. It's like almost going yellow. It's like it's orange because it's transitioning to yellow. So it goes almost yellow and it looks like metallic. Do you see how the petals are like metallic. So I'm wondering if somebody got some floret seeds, because that's the vibe I'm getting from these, is they're very like breathy. Anyway, this is the one I have seeds for right now. So that's what I want to name, because I don't have a name for it, because I just saved the seeds from like a wild location. But they also were surrounded by pink and purple zinnias, so there could be cross pollination, cross contamination, whatever. I'm just gonna pull the seeds out right now. They're still damp because they got rained on the day before yesterday, so I'm just gonna leave them pulled out, but I'm gonna leave them to dry in this bowl. I have a bowl here, I'll show you in a sec. Just to dry out in here. I'm not gonna put them in the dehydrator. I'm gonna let them just dry out by airing out, and that'll take a week, and then I will be able to store the seeds after that. I don't know who pollinated, like I don't know what flower pollinated this one, but even if one of the parents is purple or pink, I feel like the pale color as the other parent is going to be giving us some really interesting colors next year. Right? Creamy blush. Creamy blush, yeah, for sure. That works. It's like, but also can we include something about how it's so full? Like, do you see how full it is? It's like creamy blush tutu, but it's not light like a tutu, it's heavier. Creamy blush ruffles? Creamy blush prom dress? Creamy blush what? Okay, and now I'm gonna search on the internet. We can do a little Googling around to see what the internet has for us in terms of creamy blush zinnias. Floret Farm's favorite zinnias. Maybe they have this zinnia exactly. Zinnias. Zinnia Alpine. Maybe they got the Alpine Glow. Alpine Glow is what I want to call it, but it says Alpine Glow. Okay. Anybody here? Zinnia Dawn Creek Blush. Oh, these feel possible. Okay. Honey. Blush. Pastels. Golden Hour. I don't think it's Golden Hour. Creamy Yellow. No. Little Flower Girl, no. Oklahoma Ivory, no, it has more pink. Precious Metals, maybe. Queen Lime Orange, no. Queen Lime Red, no. Senora Victorian Wedding, could have that. Cinderella Lilac, Cinderella Peach. Okay, so now let's look at those. That's so pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? Let's see if any of them fit that. Like this. Look at this one, right? That could be this. It doesn't really have the yellow though, does it? It kind of does. Look. Right? It kind of does. I don't know. Maybe. Let's see some of the other ways it shows up. It has the dark center. I would love to see the floret ones before they're big. Like, what does the center look like as they're growing? Maybe not that then. Really pretty though. Okay, then we have, what are you called? Dawn Creek Honey. Jesus Murphy, they are just running around today. Okay, this is close. This could be close. Do we have any like, these ones aren't super full and tall though. You see what I mean? Like they're not like, do you see how, hold on. Do you see how the white one that we got is like super tall? So that one's not really super tall in the same way. Creamy pastels. I guess could be kinda. Precious metals. This one is such a beautiful mix of flowers. Are you like nuts? Look at those. I feel like that one could be. And also like this one. Doesn't that feel like the precious metals? Hold on. Like, look at this. Victorian wedding. This feels correct. Hold on. Victorian wedding. Look how thick and fat they are. Look at that. That feels right, doesn't it? For the yellow one, look at this. That's totally Victorian wedding. So is this one. This is totally Victorian wedding. Look at that. Look, Victorian wedding. The one I'm saving seeds for. Hold on. Look at this. Victorian wedding. The one I'm saving seeds for. Let me see if I can find a picture that has like a almost white one in it. I just feel like, can you zoom in for me, bro? Yeah, like look at that. Do you see over? Oh, gosh darn it. Hold on a sec. Let me find it for you. Do you see the top corner? That top section, there, like the second row in, there's like pink and then there's like a yellows and greens. The top three of those feel like the same as this. Don't you think? Winner, winner. Okay, so I think that's what we're going to call it, is Victorian wedding, because I feel like it's missing something from the precious metals. Although, look at that. From precious metals, look at this one. And look at this one. It's like, that's to me also very similar. Like, look at these. And then look at that. You know? Look at that. And that. To me, that seems the same. So it could be precious metals or it could be Victorian wedding. I think that both of those are possible. I don't think it's Dawn Creek Pastels. I don't think it's this one. I don't think, but let's look just a little bit more, see if there's any super full ones. You know? Like that's pretty full. But I don't think that's it either. And this one is honey. This one doesn't look like there's a lot of doubles, which this one looks like it's mostly doubles. Precious metals, and then Victorian wedding also looks like it has a lot of doubles in it. So I feel like it could be Victorian wedding or precious metals. Alpenglow. I feel like there's more pink in Alpenglow than there is in this set that I have pictures for. Like, look at, hold on. Look at, that could definitely be in precious metals. It literally looks metallic on the end. That could be, hold on. That could be in precious metals. It looks metallic also. Whoa, I didn't even notice this one. Look at how many faces are on that one zinnia. Crazy. But there is a mix. I would say somewhere between Victorian wedding and Alpenglow. No, Victorian wedding and precious metals. Right? Victorian wedding, precious metals, and miscellaneous zinnias got thrown in. But like that looks like a beautiful Victorian wedding precious metals. Anyway, I think we could call this one Creamy Blush Victorian Wedding. Yeah? Creamy Blush Ruffles Victorian Wedding. Like a tall poofy meringue. I know, right? I need to draw a little sketch on my paper here, or on my seed packet, as we write the seeds to go with it. Gonna make plant tags. Yes, exactly. So where did I collect it? At the church garden. Okay, and I collected August of 2025, and the thing is a creamy blush ruffles, and it is a zinnia, and I'm gonna have a little arrow, and we're gonna say possibly floret precious metals, or what was the other one? Victorian wedding. Victorian wedding. And it looks like that. I'm making a rough picture of a zinnia. Very rough. I can always fix it later. The point is just to get that ruffliness is important. Do you want to see my really good drawing of a zinnia? Doesn't that look just like it? Isn't that the same thing? Anyway, now we have the seeds labeled. I'll just keep them in the little container with the seeds. And now those will dry for a week or two, or until they're fully dry. And then bada bing, bada boom. Now let's take a second and look at, where's my coffee? Oh, it's fully cold. Bummer. Let's take a bit of time and look at my garden. I grew this bouquet, and you should look at it because of me growing it. Look at it. I was trying to take photos of it that were flattering, and I just couldn't seem to take a photo of this bouquet in a way that was working. But it has the peach lisianthus in it. It has a bunch of cosmos and mint and amaranth and yarrow and zinnias and just hummingbird salvia and goldenrod and verbena and marigolds. It was just a really fun bouquet to pick, and I was trying to show you how pretty it was by taking photos of it, and this was the best I could do. Please accept these photos of this bouquet. There's that beautiful Queenie Lime Orange. Gorge. Those amaranth, that's the Coral Fountain variety. This is the Lisianthus peach variety, and that's the Cosmos apricota, the fluttering one. Oh, so pretty. And then there's the Queenie Lime Zinnia single. Still cute. I was going for very soft pink. That was the goal here. It's beautiful. Also, here's me trying to take a photo with my Cosmo. I was so happy about that Cosmo. This is me being like, look, I grew that. Look how pretty it is. What are you doing here? How did you become this way? Covered in pollen from all the bees passing through. Look at this yarrow. It's an apricot variety, but look at the color. It goes like dark pink, light pink, cream. So pretty. Obsessed with her. Also, this coleum is doing so well. Very cool. Very spidery. This garden looks so good. I don't know, when did I see you last? I saw you on Friday. Did I show you those pictures? Oh, let's look at Candy's garden. What have you got here, Candy? We've got, ooh, elderberries. Is it time? Should I be asking that neighbor who has an elderberry bush if I can take some berries? Love that. Little handful of berries. Just eat them. Hello, healthy mint. Little Tradescantia in there too for funsies. What have we got here? I don't know you. Who is this? It looks like an impatient, but it's not. Look at you starting all your seeds. So smart, so strong. Uncovering just a plant. Beautiful. No weeds in this garden. Jealous of your lack of weeds, but happy for you. A little bit of coleus in there. Yeah, mine is doing the same thing. Mine is doing the same thing. And I'm like, why is it so big? Because the other one, mine is just like yours. I saw the other picture. One sec, where are you? I saw your other, didn't you have another one of the regular celosia too? I swear you did. Yeah, right here, see? You're like, oh, there's a nice little celosia. That one's nice, a nice little one. But then there's that giant, just mammoth celosia. I have the same thing. And I don't know, did I not take pictures and show you them? I'm sure I did. Okay, let's see. I showed you all the weird photos of Toby, right? Right? I think I did. Yeah, so I don't need to do these ones again. I already showed you those. Okay. Here we go, darlings. This nasturtium looks awesome, which I love. We love when a nasturtium is doing well. We're going to be crocheting in a minute. We're almost done, I promise. And then Bee Balm, looking phenom. Salvia, Adorb. This is one of the celosias that I have that is so cute. I took all of the flowers off though because it was looking sad. And then the Queenie Lime Orange Zinnia. Okay, so there's the regular celosia. There's the one that's huge. Look how big it is. Look how big this plant is. Do you see the celosia next to it? Down here, in the back, behind my hand, that's the other celosia, and it's huge. Let me see. It really does. It's goals. But the seeds, balloon flower. If not, you can run outside. If not, you can run outside. Oh, if I don't have a photo of it. That's funny. It's true. It's way bigger, is my point, is it's way bigger in plant height. I think it is one of the floret seeds, unless it's just a random flower that's making me excited. Because then I want to go back to that garden and be like, hi, can I harvest seeds from all your zinnias? Oh, I need a big stretch. Now we can get into crochet, don't you think? Oh my god, I went deaf. You know when you have a really good stretch and then you go deaf and blind for a second? Totally healthy. Totally a normal thing to do. All right, now I'm going to move the camera back to its normal position so that you can watch me crochet, because I'm about to get back into working on this body piece for our crocheted pullover. I have a couple more rows to do in yellow before we switch back into the confetti on the first try, I remembered it this time, to the confetti yarn for another row. I'm still using my, what is it, 4 or 4.5 millimeter hook? Whatever hook I was using before. It's still here, I think. It is a 4 millimeter hook. Are you sure about that? I feel like this might be a 4.5 millimeter project that I am now using a 4 millimeter hook for, and I should look. I should not just guess, because I have a pattern that I have started, don't I? Great, great, good, Laura, very good. Please say you wrote it down. Ugh, God damn it. I know you wrote it down somewhere. Where did you write it down? Did I write it in my bullet journal? That doesn't seem right. Feels like something I would have written down in this journal. I know I wrote it down. I remember writing it down, and I remember writing down... I know where I wrote it down. In my notes. In my computer, I wrote down the... I'm so smart. I wrote down the instructions as well. You think you're so smart. I got you. Sleeve. Here we go. Doesn't have the size of the hook. It just has the instructions for it. Okay, so if we don't have the size of the hook there, where else might I have written it down? I might have written it down in my journal if I wrote it down on the day that we started working on it, which is possible, because I do that sometimes. So closer to where we are. See if I wrote it down in here somewhere. I feel like it's possible, you know? 4 or 4.5. I'm feeling like it's a 4.5, but the hook I have out is a 4 millimeter hook. Dang it. Where in the world did I write it? Where would I have written it down? I feel like the only spot I write stuff is in those two. And yes, please, that garden has good stuff. Yeah, right? It's bonkers. That celosia is bonkers. Please hold. I'm just gonna check if I... Oh gosh, that's so sad. Do you want to see something really sad? It's not really sad. It's just sad for me. Where did it go? I was just looking at it. This book is like on my nerves right now. Okay, here we go. Ready? There. Thunder's little paw prints. Hold on a sec, my birds are doing crimes. Birds, what are you doing? What are you doing? Stop doing crimes. Get out of there. Go on. Go on. Thank you. Oh my god. What was that? Hi, Dorothea. Hi, Rohan. Hi, everybody. Everybody's fine. Everything's gonna be okay. Ugh. Thunder's little paw prints. Okay. Now, see if there's any secret page that I was writing stuff on. Nope. so crazy. I literally don't have it written anywhere. That's so bizarre. I'm sure I wrote it down. Ugh. Well, we're going to use a 4mm hook, and if it was a 4.5, that's going to be so annoying later. But here we are. Let me just triple check that I didn't write it down somewhere. No, I did not. Oh well, I guess we get to just use a 4mm hook and hope for the best. Ugh, the birds are already doing crimes again. Please hold. Beelzebub, Gary. I can't be chasing after you today. Just go back, hang out at your tree. Go on. Thank you. And just leave it, okay?
The movers?
Yeah.
Remember how they're sitting around?
Yeah?
They charge her $600 more for that.
No.
So they charge her 1.3K for that move.
Even though it was supposed to be...
Like $400 or whatever, yeah.
She's not going to pay that.
That's what she's saying. She's disputing it.
Yeah, I bet. That's stupid.
So, you know. That's why they were told to show up early. Probably like a scamming practice in the movie industry.
Scamming code of practice. That's annoying. Alex was helping with a move, and they charged, the movers were like 2 hours early, and so they just had to stand and wait because the elevators for the new building.
The condo operator would change the bookings, obviously. Not fun.
No, not fun. All right, let's hope it was a 4.5mm hook, or let's hope it was a 4mm hook. And we're just gonna keep moving forward. I feel like it was a 4.5. I feel like it was 4.5, but I don't have my 4.5 out, which... Let's just triple check that there's not another hook in that basket. I have to just go with it, because it's gonna be fine. So, how was your weekend? Did you get anything done? Did you do any fun stuff? It was the Peach Festival here this weekend, but I didn't get to go because I was landlocked. Alex had the car, but it's fine. I had a really good weekend, but I do wish that I could go to a farm stand. I don't wish. I want to go to a farm stand to pick up peaches while they're still in season and delightful. So that's something I might do this week with Alex. If not this week, then this weekend. I think I have a big date coming up this weekend. Oh, it's our month anniversary. May, June, July, August. So 14 years and 3 months. Anyway, I have a big date coming up this weekend. My friend and I are going to have a girls' day. Also, Rohan has his vet appointment tomorrow. So we are going to be taking him to the vet. Hey, Beelzebub. Hey. Hey, you. Get back here. Thank you. Anyway, so yeah, I have to take Rohan to the vet this week. And it's just normal vet visit, shots, and all that. So we're going to do that. And we need to do groceries because Alex was away on the weekend, so we didn't do our normal grocery haul. So that's another thing on the to-do list. Can you scare them back in here?
Hey guys, go on.
Sorry, they keep screwing with stuff in there.
Go on. Go away. Go on. Go back.
Well, we only replaced the tape on the last. Oh, we've replaced the tape on this one on the last stream. So I think that means it's the 4.5. Didn't you mark a hook last week with a tag? Yes, this hook is the 4.4 millimeter hook that we marked last week, but the 4.5 is already marked. So if the 4.5 had a piece of paper off of it, it's 4.5. Which is over here in my container. Let's get another piece of tape and let's do a remark with the tape for the 4.5. Didn't you mark a hook? Yes. And it looks like 4.5 in the vid. Thanks, Candace. I should have trusted my gut instinct, but I didn't. It's okay. Now we'll just replace this tag with a different 4.5, written more clearly and beautifully. What's 4.5 in the universe of the USA hook sizes? Anybody know? There we go. Hold on a sec. 4.5 millimeter hook in US is a US size 7 hook, also sometimes referred to as a G/6. 4.5 or US size 7. Okay. Okay. 4.5 millimeters US 7. Then I have my piece of tape right here. There we go. Cool. Now you are properly marked in a way that isn't going to get lost over time. Well, it's okay that we did half a row in 4 millimeters. Maybe that'll tighten those stitches enough to actually make our next part easier. We are, remember, like 7 stitches short or something. Laura, make a note now. Okay. Okay, it's done. Thank you. Okay. Now we can continue. And everything's okay again. Nothing to see here, nothing to panic about. Just working on a sweater. I'm gonna try and fix my bangs after this live stream. Just gonna sit in front of the mirror and I'm gonna try and cut them straight. I'm gonna wet them and I'm gonna do all the things right and it's gonna be fine and everything's gonna turn out great. I'm having some bang issues lately, which is why they're all pushed to the side. But I'm going to fix it. And then I'm gonna have cute little baby bangs like Keira Knightley. Or Audrey Hepburn. I want cute little baby bangs like Audrey Hepburn. Right now they just look crazy. So, tell me what's up. Tell me what's been going on. What's the vibe? Anything exciting to talk about? I feel like I don't have anything exciting to talk about because all I did all weekend was clean. There's literally nothing happened. Except now my house feels so nice. Mopping your floor a lot makes your brain feel better. If you haven't mopped your floor in a while, highly recommend. While it does take like so much effort and like a lot of time and like it's wet, which is like not a lot of fun sensory wise to work with, having clean mopped floors, baby girl, it's what you need in your home. My home is so clean. I have to mop my floors all the time, but I do like spot mopping. You know what I mean? Like I'm not sitting here making my floors shine. I'm just getting the bird poop off of them, you know? Whereas this past weekend, I like moved all the furniture out of the way. First I swept my floors, then I moved all the furniture out of the way and swept and then vacuumed all the corners of everything. I dusted all of my shelves, literally. Now, if I hired someone to come and clean my house, I wouldn't feel weird. I would feel like, oh, they're just here to help. Ready. Whereas before this weekend, I would have been like embarrassed to have someone clean my house because it's just was wild. Whereas now everything's clean. It just needs to be, you know, a little bit more clean. My bathroom is still clean, which is amazing. Rohan has not done anything disgusting to make our bathroom gross. All of the shelves are still organized. I mean, it's only been a couple days since I cleaned it, but our bathroom is very clean. Swept and mopped yesterday and last night, and today my back is paying for it. Yeah, I thankfully only ended up with a random neck kink from my random day of cleaning. I only ended up with, like, my wrists were sore because I did a lot of scrubbing. But this cage, I haven't taken it out for a good scrubbing since last year, and I scrubbed the whole thing down with like a scrub brush and then with a sponge and then wiped the whole thing down after I was done with hot water after I used all the soaps and stuff, and I sprayed it down with my hose so it was so easy to wash outside. My pride and joy of the whole weekend is the fridge. I don't think I've ever cleaned my fridge as thoroughly as I did this weekend, and I am so pleased. Everything feels so like clean. There's just there's no bits anywhere right now. I mean, there will be underneath this cage and underneath the bird cage by the end of the day, but right now there's no bits. There's no like seed, flower, ripped up bits. There's nothing. There's just, everything's clean. I even lit a candle yesterday. It was amazing. I want to do that. I can barely move. I'm sorry, Louisa. Well, you're working really hard on cleaning up the power lines that grow inside of a human being. You're like building blood vessels. So just finish off that skin that you're building right now. Finish filling up that baby with like blood and fat. Isn't that a beautiful way to imagine it? It's creepier when you think of it like that. And Toby was such a good boy all weekend, and the birds were so fun. I took the birds out yesterday, which was so much fun. Not yesterday, on Saturday. I took the birds outside. I put them in their portable cage, which is it's like the size of like a large suitcase, and it has a handle, and it's a cage. Anyway, I put them in their portable cage and brought them outside, and they just loved it. And I had them outside while I was cleaning this, so they were getting sprayed by the hose, and it was hot outside, and it was like the birds were all singing, so they were singing. It was very nice, and they weren't screaming. They were just like chirping, and then eventually they just went quiet, and they were just watching everything around, and they seemed really happy. We put a second mattress on top of my mattress to make my bed taller, for the nurse to have it easier while helping us after the birth of the baby. Well, that's nice. You have to be higher up so the nurse can reach you without having to bend down. Love that. Oh, by the way, thank you for hitting like, everybody. Clicking the like button really does help the channel. It's the best way to support the channel for free. Please always, when you come to watch, click the thumbs up button. It really does help, and I appreciate all of you guys who do it. And those of you who don't click the thumbs up button, what are you doing? Click it. Do it. Pull those off to the side a little. Ugh, my stomach is grumbling. I'm starving, but I don't know what I want to eat. We literally have no food right now. No, not literally. We figuratively have no food right now. Nope, don't do it. I'm going to eat a Starburst because I just got nauseous. And a Starburst will help. Those birds are literally always in the process of doing crumbs. Birds, I'm telling you, you can't have that wire. It's not an actual toy. It's not. Go on. You guys are both trouble today. Like, they're cute birds, but they're trying to chew on this wire, and Alex and I haven't covered it yet. It's a whole thing. And my mother is here, which is nice. Oh, that's nice. I missed the stream on Friday because of that. Well, I'm glad you're here now. I think... Oh, frick. I don't think I have enough yarn. I think I might just let it be. Let it be. Let it be. And just, if that's what's going to happen, and we're not going to have enough yarn to finish, maybe I just finish it in the teal color, and we all heal. We all just heal, and it's going to be fine. Crochet around the cord. Yeah, I have to do it. I just haven't done anything to cover it yet. Okay, so with just a few stitches left, 1, 2, 3 stitches left, do I just tie in the new color and let it just be a mistake? Do I pull out my work and try to crochet tighter again? Or do I tie in yellow, finish the 3 stitches, and then tie in the other one? You tried to go tighter last time, I know, but then I forgot. Maybe you forgot that's what you were doing. Yes, I did. Can I tighten 3 stitches worth of yarn though? I think I'm just going to tie in the confetti, and we're just going to accept what I've done, okay? It's just going to not be a problem. We're just going to not worry about it. And we're going to say nothing to see here, folks. Yep, that's what we're doing. We are so twinsy. I keep candy on my laptop for when nausea hits me. Tie in, it'll be near a side seam. It'll hardly be noticeable. That's what I think too. I think no one's even going to notice it, including all of us. We're not going to see it. We're not going to be staring at it the whole time. You have candy for when the nausea hits? Love that for us. Just a quick candy, you know, just to keep me from dry heaving on stream. Totally normal occurrence. Oh, you don't randomly get nausea every day? Congratulations. I bet your parents are so proud of you. All right. Now I'm going to just half double crochet across the row in the new color. And I think I'm doing 3 rows. Yeah, 3 rows. I have fuzzy peaches and whatever those things are called, what I was just having. What are you even called? A starburst. Okay. I feel immediately better, so it worked. That looks cute. I love these colors. I think this was a good choice that we made. This is the hope. This is what we're hoping for by the time it ends. This is what we would like to have. What's your candy of choice, Candace? I've been getting really into sour stuff lately, but now my tongue needs a break. It burns my tongue. What are you guys chatting about? You chatting about your next jailbreak? To go chew on the wires? I think they are Kerr fruit drops. Thankfully, they recently took licorice out of the mix. Ew, why would there even be licorice in the mix? I was complaining to my sister the other day. I'm very excited to eat candy right now. I just want to eat candy all the time. Why are there not more sugar-free candy options? Why are there not more grown-up there's sugar-free everything else. You can get sugar-free everything else, like without it being like a medical thing. It can just be like sugar-free gum is easily, readily accessible. Sugar-free drinks are easily, readily, fully accessible. Where are my sugar-free candies? There were like 2 brands that had sugar-free candy, and they were like 4 times the price of regular candy. So like, what the heck? I want to eat all the candies that I like, but sugar-free, please. I'm not even saying you have to do sugar-free chocolate because I don't think that's even possible. But sugar-free candy, we've perfected sugar-free candy, haven't we? Isn't there sugar-free candy that tastes perfect? Go to Bulk Barn and you will find a variety. I'm going to have to go to the Bulk Barn because let me tell you, the quantity of sugar I have been eating as a result of this newfound absolute craving for candy, it's too damn high. I'm too old to be eating the quantity of sugar I've been eating lately. My pancreas does not want it. My body does not want it. Just my mouth. Just my mouth wants it. But I will check at the Bulk Barn to see what they've got for sugar-free. I know the rest of the candy is also not healthy. Like even the sugar-free is not going to be healthy, but it's not about it being healthy. It's about sugar is such like a waste for me. Like to eat sugar as plain sugar is so boring. If I'm going to eat sugar, I want to eat chocolate and brownies and ice cream. Whereas like gummies, why do they have to have so much sugar in them? I want the gummies for the texture, not for the sugarness. Please and thank you. I'm just on my soapbox, just yelling, get off my lawn to a bunch of kids. That's just what happened, is I just became old man on the lawn. Rohan's decided he doesn't want to be in his cat tree today, which is fine by me. I moved my my little quilt I moved it and put it on the shelf there for Peekaboo to lie on. And then Rohan was like, oh, I'll go here. Thank you. Come on. Ugh, this yarn sometimes gets caught because it's such a loose weave or a loose spin, a loose twist, that my hook can easily go through the actual yarn itself rather than just treating it like it's one cord. It treats it like it's like 3 pieces of yarn. Ugh, and then it gets caught. I have little hairs. I can feel them. Ugh, either cat hairs, hairs from when I cut my bangs, or fibers from the yarn are touching my face. Does Elizabeth wear Crocs? I don't think Elizabeth wears anything yet on her feet. She's just a baby. Alistair wears Crocs. Apparently they're bad though. My another one of my mom friends was telling me that apparently Crocs are like super bad for children's development, children's foot development, and I had no idea. So if you have small children, apparently Crocs are not good for their feet. Cute idea in inspo. Oh, cute. Is it going to be crocheted Crocs? Do we need to make her a million different crocheted footwear options for this fall? Aw, the birds are preening. Okay, let's have a look in the old Discord in inspiration. Oh, cute. Crocs that you can add bits to. Adding, oh, like a band to the... Does that piece come off of a Croc? The band part? Can you pull it off and put it back on? That's cute, though. I like the idea of doing a fall theme. Funny. Silly lady. I feel like today went by really quick. It's already 11:45. What else will we make for fall? Maybe we will do... I kind of want to make Alistair a sweater. Like, I want to make little kid sweaters for my nieces and nephews. Not sure. I never owned a pair of Crocs like that. Actually, I don't think I have either. I don't have the regular Crocs. I bought a pair of Crocs, or I bought a pair of shoes from the Crocs brand a couple years ago, but they just looked like dressy high heels, or they weren't high heels, dressy low heels. I just wanted something really, really comfortable to wear to a wedding. And they had them. They had something that looked enough like a fancy shoe that I was comfortable wearing it to a wedding, but at the same time was made of Croc foam or whatever. But I haven't actually had a Croc. Heather, but accomplished so much in the short time. Yeah, we did. We got a lot done, so thank you. Thank you for being here for it, because, yeah, we got the flowers pressed. We got the pressed flowers put away. We got the fresh flowers pressed. We got the rocks sorted and removed. The ones that I don't need in the house are now out of the house. Amazing. Congratulations to all of us. And now we're working on our crocheted sweater, and we're doing pretty good along here. After the stream today, I think I'm going to do a quick 15-minute clean where I'm just going to tidy up any mess that has accumulated since I cleaned literally yesterday. And then I'm going to go outside and spend 15 minutes outside, and then I'm going to come back inside, grab something to eat, and then sit down and edit. And I will be editing by 1 p.m. Got it? Got it. I made the appointment and the ride for it. Good job. No, Beelzebub, come back here. Beelzebub. Get back here. You're not supposed to be out today. That room is off limits to you. No kitchen time for you. Good job making the appointment. I hate making appointments. I hate it so much. I'm gonna do a sweep. I'm gonna do a quick check to make sure there's no bird poop that has made it on the floor since I mopped, and if there is, I will clean it. Miss Laura, where is your cushion to stop you from sitting on your leg? It's underneath a pile of stuff on my desk. It's next to me. It's just underneath a pile of stuff. You know? There's nothing I can do about it. It's none of my business where it is, Candace. It's missing. I was up at 6 today, so it's time for lunch. I mean, it's pretty much time for lunch. You're right. 15 minutes for me. Well, really, it's more like half an hour, because I'm going to go do those other things I said. And realistically, you know how I said I was going to do a 15-minute cleanup? That's going to be after I garden. Did you find something that makes a lot of noise? Of course you did. I gave them this thing that's like made of spoons. What are you doing? You playing with stuff? You want to watch Beelzebub play? I can move this down here. What are you talking about, Beelzebub? Hi, Rohan. Nope, don't touch. Hey, don't touch my plants. Do you want... Oh, he wants to go in his tower. Sorry. Can't get anything done with these animals. It's like being a full-time zookeeper with you guys, huh? Here you go, Rohan. I know. That's why I cleared it off. I know. Here. Toby. Back off. Back off, Toblerone. Okay. Okay, well now that Rohan's gone, I can put this up here. No problem. What in the world? I'm a zookeeper. Welcome to my zoo, where I try to live and work while also zookeeping for a very small private zoo. I mean, it may be small and private, but there are exotic animals. We have animals from South America and wherever cats are from, and the wild. It's a very eclectic collection. I'm telling you, if it was like 1800 something, well, I guess I'd probably be like a peasant, but like if I was somehow a rich person in 18 something, I would be the kind that had a menagerie. Hey, what is your problem, Beelzebub? She's like trying to eat Toby's food. Ugh, she's just all over the place today. This week, this year, she's a parrot. It's just the way it is. All right, I'm doing my third row now on the confetti yarn. I just got pics and a video of a monarch on my zinnias. When I went outside to go drop off the rocks, there was a monarch in my cosmos. I was trying to think what flower she was on. A monarch in my cosmos. I wish that they could lay eggs in my backyard, but there's no milkweed in my backyard. There's only milkweed in my front. So, unfortunately, no baby monarchs in my backyard this year. Maybe I'll plant some milkweed just to have it for them. I mean, there's milkweed in my front yard, but maybe I'll add some to the backyard. Then we could be fun. Look at you spewing confetti here and confetti here. I'm just going to use this confetti yarn for one more row. I remembered what it was called. I didn't even forget ever. It's called confetti yarn. It's not sprinkle yarn or sparkle yarn or glitter yarn. It's confetti. And at the end of this row of confetti, we're going to switch back into the yellow, and we're going to be doing the yellow for quite a while. The yellow is going to be our next dominant chunk of yarn And we'll be doing that until we get to the length of the sweater from the armpit to the hip. Till this rectangle measures from armpit to hip on Alex. I can send you seeds for butterfly milkweed if that's native in your area. I'll check if it's native in my area, but I have milkweed growing in the front. So I can either save seeds from that this year, or I can just dig up one of them and put it in the back. So it's not specifically, I just know it as common milkweed. But is butterfly milkweed the one with the orange flowers? This one's the one with the pinky, purpley head of round flowers. Round head of pinky, purpley flowers. Gorgeous. I'm so happy. We are already almost at the yellow again. Also 3 stitches, totally barely even made a noticeable line. See, we should have had yellow go all the way to the end there, but it's not that bad. Right? You'll barely notice it. Oh good, Toby's eating his breakfast now. Now that Beelzebub threatened to take his food, he decided, actually, I do want to eat mine. They can spread through rhizomes, too. Yeah, ours are perennial, so they seem to just be getting bigger each year from rhizomes, so I just figured I could dig out some of it and pot that up in the backyard in the fall. I have to go take a look at my front garden today. The orange sunflowers are blooming beautifully out there, but other than that, it's almost entirely just Swiss chard. Okay. Maybe I'll do that today too. Clear out the front garden. Not clear it out, but, you know, pull out all the dead things, pull out all the weeds. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I think that's going to be what I do for my garden break. Is the front garden. Okay, so I'm just finishing the last row of the confetti yarn. Now I'm going to put that back and we're going to switch into the yellow again. Just going to tie it in with a nice long tail so I can weave the end in later. Finish my last half double crochet with the yellow, chain 1 and turn. And now we're back into the yellow, and the yellow is going to be for quite a while, I believe, because this is supposed to go from here to here, but on Alex. So assume from here, yeah, we have at least probably double this length to do in yellow before we get into switching into the green and doing a bunch of other fun stuff too. I'm so happy that the bird tree behind me is all clean now. Makes me feel so good. I'll probably do one more deep clean of that bird cage and the jungle gym before winter comes, because once winter is here, it's pretty much just getting spot cleaned. I do I do good spot cleaning, but I pretty much only spot clean from the time that winter starts, like December until May. It's all just cleaning in place, like wiping it down and stuff. Whereas in the summer, I can take it out and fully hose it down, and it's so satisfying. So I'll probably do that one more time. And I'll do it with their cage also. Oh, look how cute that is. What are you doing that's crimes? Why are you saying hey? You only have to say hey when you're doing crimes, Beelzebub. And you're not doing any crimes. Bit more coffee and a sandwich. I think I would like a sandwich. I think I would like to make an egg sandwich. Okay, money bags. You're silly. We get our eggs at Costco, and it is $8.97 for 30 eggs. That is the price. We buy 30 eggs almost every week. Sometimes it's every 2 weeks, but we buy 30 eggs almost every week for $8.97, and Alex eats eggs every single day of the week. So if, you know how like when parents say, as soon as you're done paying for formula, you have to start paying for berries. Like you always have an expensive food to buy. It's like regardless of what happens in our life, Alex eats eggs 7 days a week. So we have to, as long as we have a place that he can cook and eat 7 eggs or 7 days a week eggs, then he'll be happy anywhere. He just needs a single burner and 1 pan, and that man can be happy anywhere. But if he does not have access to eggs every single day, I literally don't know what would happen. That's funny though, because you guys in the States had your egg explosion. There we go. Look how nice it's looking. Let's do another row, just so we can really kind of feel it out, what it's gonna look like. Beelzebub? No. Oh, there's actually so much yellow that I get to do before I have to worry about switching into green. After I do this row, I'll show you what the front and back look like, or front and sleeve look like together. So I'm going to, I think we can get a dozen for about 8. Oh my God, that's crazy. That's too expensive. And that's $8 American, so that's like $250 Canadian. I'm just joking, but Canadian money is silly compared to American, apparently. So tomorrow there will be a video coming out. I just haven't made it yet, but it will come out. It's going to be for the most perfect, easy, basic baby booties. And it is a remake of my video that has almost 1 million views. So come tomorrow to check out my tutorial. And if you have never been here before, if this is your first time on my channel, I can't say that it's ever different during the live streams. This is pretty much what we do. We just sit here and chat and make stuff together. Sometimes we're doing crochet or knitting or sewing or embroidery. Sometimes we're doing painting or drawing or sketching or stamp carving. Sometimes we're doing flower pressing, flower arranging. Sometimes we're doing arts and crafts with pressed flowers. It just depends on what day you come, what's going to be going on. But it's a fun place to be, so I'd be happy if you would join us. We get together Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. And that's Eastern Standard Time. And otherwise, I put out crochet tutorials on Tuesdays, which is what is going to be a tomorrow tutorial. It will be for crochet winged matchbox. Everyone have a beautiful day. You as well. Have a beautiful day. Stay hydrated today. Be nice to those around you. Be nice to yourself today. If you need to take a nap today, take a nap, okay? I'm not going to take a nap today. I'm going to work really hard and I'm going to get my job done. But if you need a nap today, take a nap. And if you need a snuggle today, maybe find a soft animal to snuggle with, because they always make everything better. And look, I'm about to finish this row of the pale yellow, and then we can just sort of do a little overview of the pieces together, and I'll be able to show you how they're going to match up when it's time. Goodness gracious. Come on, you. It's like I'm willing my hands to do faster work. Oh, by the way, did I say like? I did say like, right? I know I said it earlier, but click the like button also. It's the best and easiest and freest way to support the channel. It's just a quick, free click for you. But for the YouTube algorithm gods, it means that the channel is worthy of being provided any assistance. And so I would appreciate that, because the YouTube algorithm gods dictate what will happen to me. And therefore you get to dictate what will happen just by clicking that like button. Okay, I've made it to the end of the row. Let me just pull my last stitches through, and then I'll just pull this last one through a couple extra chains just so that it doesn't get lost. There we go. Now I can show you. This is where we ended up for the body piece right now. Oh, that's gonna be so cute. And that's gonna sit for Alex. When it's on me, it sits around here for it to be a normal length sweater for him. And we need to keep crocheting up in the yellow until we hit the armpit. So there's about this much room left that we crochet up in yellow. And then we'll switch to the teal, and it'll be like a full-on sweater. It's gonna be so cute. It's gonna be so cute. He's gonna love it. And I'm gonna love it. So, friends, that's it for today. I'll be back tomorrow with a new tutorial. And then if you're not into the tutorials and you're just here to hang out with us, that's okay too. I welcome you in whatever capacity you want to show up. So welcome. But if you're just going to come back for another live stream and you're not into the tutorials, then come back on Wednesday, because I will be back. We will be working on this sweater a little bit more. I'll have something else for us to do also, some kind of fun craft. I don't know what yet, but I'll find something fun for us to do. But for sure, we will also work on this sweater, which I am now done working on today, so I can put it away. Where is away going to be for this? I think it's going to be on this table. It doesn't matter. It's not relative to you, so, or it's not relevant to you. All right, so have a good rest of your day. Love you guys. Thank you for being here. Stay hydrated. All of the things that I said already. I think I said everything I needed to say. So I'll see you next time. Bye.